Prescott has an excellent relationship with the head coach. He knows that in his rookie season of 2014 that Jason Garrett decided the quarterback he was going to win games with in the future was Prescott and not veteran Tony Romo. So Garrett supported Prescott remaining the starter even after Romo was deemed healthy by the organization. And now they won 35 games together as a head coach and starting quarterback. That's more than anybody over that period of time except for Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. And you know, Greeny, when you talk to the coaches here, it's very clear that one of the reasons Prescott is having the best season of his young career is that Garrett and Moore have both demonstrated they trust the quarterback and have removed a lot of the limitations that existed when Scott Linehan was the offensive coordinator and play caller.
Yeah, if this thing goes well, those are two guys that could break the bank. Ed, always good to see you. Thank you very much. Meanwhile, a lot to talk about here. Maria, let's do that.
Yeah, Greeny, we got Dominique, Dan, and RC here. Let's talk about trust. It sounds like the Dallas Cowboys, they do trust Dak Prescott. So how much should he be demanding at this point, especially with the great start that he's had this season?
All the money. All of it. He's done everything that they've asked up until this point. You go all the way back to him starting and, frankly, saving their season as a rookie. And up until now, he's only made $2 million, and he's scheduled to make $2 more this year. So he's going to have $4 million of being a Pro Bowl caliber quarterback that gets this team to the playoffs and has big moments in a playoff game. We forget in that game they lost to Green Bay, he led them to 17 points in the fourth quarter. And last year, he led a game-winning drive against the Seahawks in the playoff. This man can ball. As much as we want to discredit him and blame him for all these other things, he's been doing well with the offensive coordinator that we all believe is not very good, and he's been doing outstanding. So give him all the money.
I'm saying we don't want to discredit him. If you're Dak Prescott and his agent, you're walking in there saying, well, Carson Wentz got this number. We've been in the league the same number of years. I've won the division twice. He's won it once, and he was hurt that year. I've never been hurt. I've won playoff games. I should make more than Carson Wentz does. That is a solid argument, and he's only adding to it this year. The thing is, if he lets it play out, they could just franchise him, and that's going to be a lot less than $35 million a year or whatever he's looking for. So that's the line he's walking.
Listen, I agree with both guys, and honestly, who would have thought that playing a couple of games this year would have been the best thing for Dak Prescott? Obviously, you want to get contracts done before you put yourself in harm's way on the field, but he's shown even more that he's not just a game manager. He's not just a guy that can play around good talent surrounding him, but he's the driving force to this team being very good. So he deserves all the money, and he better ask for it.
How would you handle it? The walking the line between the franchise tag, playing well, trying to get the money you want, how would you play it?
I think it's very difficult, right? You have to be the highest paid quarterback in the league. And the way I would handle it is you need to make me the highest paid quarterback to where there is no discussion that the contracts are even close before I go and sign a deal before this year is over.
All right, the winningest quarterback in the NFL since Amari Cooper showed up, and he leads the NFL in QBR, not Pat Mahomes.